Wow, look at this. Amazing. We've managed to get this avocado cutting to grow a huge amount of roots in just 5 weeks, something that many people think is almost impossible, especially when it comes to plants that are hard to propagate like avocado. And the most incredible thing is that we did it using materials that pretty much everyone has at home, and thanks to a big secret that I'm going to share with you in this video. And it's actually really easy to do. We're going to use a simple plastic bottle. It doesn't matter what size or thickness it is. You can use any bottle you have at home. I'm using this one because it's really convenient for this kind of cutting. Now, as you can see, we're marking the spots where we're going to make some small holes. Once we've marked them, using a knife or a box cutter, we're going to make the holes very carefully, just like I'm showing you in the video. Alright, now that we've made the holes, the next step is to cut the bottle in half. Don't throw away the part we're removing, because later we'll use it to create a small greenhouse effect that'll help us keep the humidity and encourage the cutting to root. Once we've separated it, we're going to grab a bit of cotton. This is used exclusively to keep the perlite from falling out through the holes we just made. So we simply place the cotton completely covering the holes, and that's it for this part. Now it's time to add the perlite. Perlite is a very affordable, lightweight material that's extremely effective for propagation. We're simply going to fill about 3/4 of the bottle, leaving the top part empty. And if you don't have perlite, you can also use washed river sand. In fact, it works quite well. However, personally, perlite has given me better results, which is why I'm going to use it for this method. Once our propagator's ready, we're going to need a container that can hold water. In this case, I'm using a deep plate, but you can use any other container you have at home. And now, it's time to get the cutting. In this case, I'm going to use an avocado cutting. And this challenge actually started thanks to someone who, a few months ago, asked me if this system would also work with plants that are hard to propagate. And I can tell you right now, yes, the success rate has really surprised me. We're going to select a cutting that's about 10 centimeters long, which is roughly 4 inches. The important thing is that the cutting sits just above the holes we've made. If we need to trim it a little more so it fits perfectly, we just do it. Now we're going to take a small piece of aloe vera and rub it all over the lower part of the cutting. Next, we're going to coat the area with a bit of cinnamon powder. Cinnamon is a natural remedy that's widely used to prevent the appearance of fungi. Once that's done, we insert the cutting into the perlite until it's in its final position. And here's the big secret of this method. What I have here is willow bark and leaves, and honestly, this is the big secret. This material is very inexpensive and contains natural compounds that have traditionally been used to encourage root growth. Preparing it is very simple. We take a liter of water, about 1/4 gallon, and add a tablespoon of willow leaves and bark. We stir for about 30 seconds or so, and it's ready. Now, we gradually add this mixture to the dish until we have about 2 or 3 centimeters, or in other words, about 1 inch of liquid. And this is where something very interesting happens. The moisture will slowly start to rise through capillarity. The perlite will gradually become moist, and that will ensure the cutting has the perfect amount of moisture, not too much water and not too little. And that's exactly what we're looking for: constant and stable moisture to encourage the growth of new roots. Now we're going to prepare a small preventative fungicide. We take a liter of water and add a teaspoon of hydrogen peroxide, the same kind you usually have in your home first aid kit. Stir it well and pour it into a spray bottle. We're simply going to lightly spray the cutting. This will really help us prevent fungal problems. Now we put the top part of the bottle on and create our little greenhouse effect. Then move the propagator to a spot with plenty of light but no direct sunlight. This is very important because if we put it in direct sunlight, the cutting could dry out and all our work would be wasted. Another little trick I want to share with you is that, personally, I've had great results doing this type of propagation during the waning descending moon. Why? Well, according to traditional agriculture and the experience of many farmers, during this phase, the sap tends to concentrate more in the lower part of the plant, meaning in the roots and the base of the stems. That's exactly why many people take advantage of these days to make cuttings, do transplants, and all kinds of work related to the root system. And it's also important to choose the right time of year. Personally, I've gotten the best results from late winter to late spring, which is when temperatures start to get milder and the plant begins to wake up again. You can also do it in early autumn in mild climates. On the other hand, I would avoid doing it in the middle of summer because of the high temperatures, and also in the middle of winter, since many common plants are practically dormant and rooting tends to be slower. And one more thing before we finish. You can try this method with almost any type of tree. If you're thinking about trying it with a special species or with a tree you've always thought was impossible to propagate, honestly, my friend, give it a shot. Because this remedy and this propagation method are some of the most powerful I've tried so far. In fact, this is already bordering on professional level, but with the huge advantage that we're doing it with very simple materials that are accessible to almost anyone. For example, I would try it with lemon trees, orange trees, pomegranate, fig trees, olive trees, mulberries, and even with some ornamental species that are usually a bit harder to propagate. In the end, the only way to find out how far this method can go is by experimenting. And now comes the best part of all. After 5 weeks of waiting, the moment has finally come to find out whether all this work has paid off or not. And honestly, I was really nervous because it's one thing to do the experiment and a whole different thing to see what actually happened in there. So let's uncover it. And look at this! Amazing! As soon as I got close, the first thing I saw were new shoots coming out of the cutting. That was already an incredible sign, but wait, because it doesn't end here. Look at this wonder. Check out how many roots we've managed to grow. White roots, healthy, thick, and perfectly developed. And it's exactly at this moment when all the effort, all the patience, and all the waiting are totally worth it. Now, all we have to do is place the cutting in a small pot so it can keep developing its root system until it has a stronger, more established set of roots. After that, we can move it either to a bigger pot or directly to the patch of soil where we want to plant it. We would just water it a few times, try to keep it in a spot that isn't too hot, and that's it. Our new fruit tree would be perfectly ready, completely free and totally functional. And that's it. That's the end of today's video. If you like this method, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and shared this video with someone who loves plants and fruit trees as much as you do. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to subscribe, because every week we keep doing new experiments, new propagations, and sharing techniques that really work. See you in the next video. A big hug, and until next time.